Talk about carnage, am I right? I'm lucky I got out of that match with my limbs intact. Today's shark is a ferocious man-eating menace. He made a serious splash with some ruthless moves. Players the world over have got to be shaken in their boots. Something tells me this beast is about to upset the QB food chain. Better start swimming. Congratulations to you, sir, for an incredible match. Though we found the canyon's resident shark, the fun never ends on this show. Stay tuned because we've got more coming your way.
With the practice of mindful breathing, we can tap into the flow within you all of so expansive and enthralling art.
Fancy running into you here. Say, how about I get a shot of you giving thanks to the planet? The canyon's also famous for its unparalleled view of the starry night sky. I made sure to bring all my night photography equipment along. Can't sleep until I've got the perfect starlit shot. Just let me know if you find any good photo spots.
Put your face in our great mother. She would never forsake us. Never.
Hey there! Thank you for tracking down that spot. Quite the view you captured. Excellent scouting. The association's dubbed you a regular frontiersman. They see your potential, same as I did. You know how and where to find true beauty in this world. It's a gift, and not everyone's got it. So don't let yours go to waste.
She would never forsake us. Never abandon us. For we are her children, one and all. This wonderful. And it is always watching over us. Professor Gas.
I just learned about it.
Tell me, is it better to spread the teachings of planet?
My precious materia, where are you? No need to be shy, come out since time immemorial. These secret lands have been ritual.
All who see my hope.
May planetology. The planet speaks to all of her children. No one is greater.
With boundless love for her children, she serves as both cradle and crucible.
It's so great.
I think meditation
The seminar is in progress.
says so much clearer to me.
Blessings of the planet upon you. Disciples of her teachings gather here to share their experiences. Through these seminars, we learn from one another and together enrich our lives. Participation in the seminars requires a special invitation from a mentor. Without one, I'm afraid you cannot join. Perhaps you might instead consider taking part in the River of Lights ceremony. I suspect you'd enjoy it.
The seminar is in progress. Please be respectful.
Many travelers have joined.
All the time I've spent here.
I ask you this.
To study.
wisdom of the planet. It is boundless.
The River of Lights.
We may share it.
Fellow Bugenhagen has forbidden anyone from entering.
Beneath our veil, bound and stabbed.
Sacred though it is,
The River of Lights is an important...
Oh, great mother!
we spend
I've heard so much about it.
I had no idea the planet on this earth. May the planet guide us all.
Oh, great mother.
Hearken to the wisdom of the planet.
I'm afraid I can't let you past.
This truth is absolute.
Hearken to the wisdom of the planet. And we may share this River of Lights thing sounds little cheap.
You gotta kill some.
It's as though hearken to the wisdom of the planet. It is boundless and infinite, and we may share it. The wellspring of all truth. That is,
There's something strangely enchanting about this.
You're more than welcome to come once. To the River of Lights.
hearken to the wisdom of the planet. It is boundless and infinite, and we may share in it freely if we open ourselves there. It is found within the soil beneath our feet.
trees from which it sprouts, the birds which nestle in their lap. We're really looking forward to experiencing
Some carry a...
Since time immemorial. Tell me, is it better to spread the teachings?
Within you all, the planet's thoughts.
Ah, not so fast. Sorry, but visitors aren't allowed in here. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables. Ah, not so fast. Sorry, but visitors... You see, this is where we keep all our valuables. Ah, no... You see, this is where we keep all our valuables. Ah, not so... You see, this is where we keep all our valuables.
Only those who have the key, as well as fellow Bugenhagen's permission, are allowed inside. Only those who have the key, as well as fellow Bugenhagen's permission, are allowed inside.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our home. It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world, that which disrupts the natural order, the other which may attempt to claim and consume the planet. And so I bid you, her children, to join hands and come together.
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Mama King. My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our Veil and everyone in it. which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Namaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our
We have Professor Gast to thank for a full half of the research materials archived here.
That records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see.
We have Professor Gast to thank for a full half of the research materials archived here.
While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
More enchanting. And yet, it's like you're singing to me of the planet's wisdom. Don't you worry, my dear. I'll find a way to bring out the full depths of your beauty. Cross my heart.
Whoa! Those devices are testing the pull of gravity. That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it.
We've all been worried sick about Nanaki, fellow Bugenhagen chiefly among us.
Let's not be hasty. I'll show you that room later. Let's not be hasty. I'll show you that room later. That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now. right there is a type of a current generator. It harnesses the power of the wind to produce new airflows of its own. Perhaps you've encountered them before during your travels.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches of time and space. To gaze at the stars is to gaze into their past.
Nothing is as beautifully complex as the cosmos.
Mind your manners in front of fellow Bugenhagen.
The planet connects us, one and all, for everything exists through her.
Oh, you won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
Mind your manners in front of fellow Bugenhagen.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches of time and space. To gaze at the stars is to gaze into their past, what they once were.
Nothing is as beautifully complex as the cosmos.
But that's just how we're wired. Humans can't help but fixate on the past, on what used to be.
The planet connects us, one and all, for everything exists through her.
Mind your manners in front of fellow Bugenhagen.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches of time and space.
That again, huh?
That's...
The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them with our own eyes. Two, in the corral and the... Gaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the three of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me. I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado, this is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. And yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks. Was my explanation of planetology not to your liking? Perhaps a seminar would provide a more agreeable experience.
We've all been worried sick about monarchy. Fellow Bogenhagen chiefly among us.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches. To gaze at the stars is to gaze into their past, what they once were, eons ago.
Can't say I'm all that interested in the future, but that's just how we're wired. Humans can't help but fixate on the past.
The planet connects us, one and all. Mind your manners, Ethan.
The lights we observe here.
Nothing. This is beautiful.
gaze at the stars is to gaze into their past, what they once were.
I'm all that interested in the future, but that's just how we're wired.
The planet connects us, one and all. For everything exists through her.
Thanks so much for taking such great care of Nanaki for us. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might prove useful on your journey. Check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
Right this way.
thoughts and memory.
This village is lame. Did you know none of the materia here is even real? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice.
If people everywhere resolved to not take her bounty for granted and offered up prayers of gratitude.
To study planet.
Relax. Close your eyes.
Look at this. They're holding some festival today called the River of Lights. Thinking it could be worth checking out.
I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. By all means, please come and join the seminar. Follow me if you would.
Tell me, is it better to spread the teachings of planetology to others?
I ask you this, who among you has looked in?
The planet speaks to all of her. So many seminars. Where do I even start?
The seminar is in progress.
I've
Please be respectful.
always been on the bigger side, but I've never been into physical stuff. Painting and poetry are more my thing. My old man, he used to say it was a waste, me spending all my time indoors. According to him, a big kid like me was using twice as much spiritual energy as other folks, and I was a burden on the planet. But he was wrong. That extra energy I received from the planet, it was a blessing. And after imbuing it with my compassion and intellect, I'll give it right back. No way is that a waste. It's
The
just
seminar is in progress.
Indeed it
Please
is.
be respectful.
Thank you for sharing.
Blessings of the planet be upon you.
Now, would anyone else like to share their story with the group?
So, my parents are no longer with us. Here, that is. But I believe they're still out there.
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. Where to begin? I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. And I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... You know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us, so let us head to the torch.
I'll see you at the festival.
The River of Light ceremony will begin shortly. This night comes but once a year, bringing us closer to the planet. I've no doubt you'll feel her grace.
Ah, the River of Lights. Once a year, we gather the souls that have drifted to our veil and return them to the planet whence they came. I heartily encourage you to join us in this ceremony.
There is no seminar being held here at the moment.
I think meditation has...
Many travelers have joined.
All the time I've spent here?
I ask you this, who among you has looked in?
Tell me, is it better to... Relax. Close your eyes. Listen.
First, deep, calming breath. No.
Let the voice rise up and wash over you, that it may guide your steps on the path to enlightenment. Don't be afraid. Relax and give yourself over to the planet. Now, slowly open your eyes.
Tell me, is it better to spread the teachings of planetology to others, or to focus on deepening our own understanding? Which would you say is a more worthy pursuit?
They are both one and the same. Wouldn't you agree? We are as much a part of the planet as it is a part of us. At one time, there was no distinction. No love.
I ask you.
I joined the seminar.
We yearn to chase the horizon.
Wow, so many tourists. Must be quite the festival.
Look at them, gathered around the fire. Just like us that day. Me and Mom and Dad. If only we could do that again. Never mind. Just forget I said anything.
Don't give me that bullshit. You start a story, you finish it.
Cloud, if I may, allow me to add a new word to your lexicon. Decorum, meaning polite behavior, often used in the negative, like so. You sometimes exhibit a severe lack of decorum.
When you die, you return to the planet? That has literally got to be the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Once you die, that's that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
What? Ugh, should have known better than to get philosophical with you. How much longer are they gonna be doing this?
Man, I can't wait to see what they've got planned.
Some say we're like grains of sand on the beach of the universe. Fatalist idiots. Spend my whole life trying to prove them wrong, but sitting here, looking up at the sky, you can't help feeling pretty minuscule.
Man, I can't wait to see what they've got planned.
I'm warming to it.
She would never forsake us, never abandon us, for we are her children, one and all. This wonderful.
This River of Lights thing sounds so cool. I can't wait.
What kind of ceremony do you think the River of Lights is?
The River of Lights, huh? Saw something about that.
We must live in harmony with our Great Mother, for the planet.
I had the pleasure of talking to a mentor. Said it was presumptuous of me to think I could save the planet. She decides her own fate, you see. As rain cleanses the skies, so too does she cleanse herself of filth. So what? We sit here and theorize while the planet princes and repeats?
No, we fight, or nothing will change.
That's what I said. I knew you'd see it my way, Merc. Thanks.
Did I sound as awkward as I felt?
Just gotta laugh it off. It's that simple.
Except it's not. At least, not for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm too serious for my own good.
May your journey home be straight and swift.
I pray these souls do not lose their way.
So, I'm an ancient. As in, a steward of the planet. One of those ancients. Or, to be more precise, the only ancient. For the most part, it's been a source of pain. I've been held against my will. I've been watched. I've been ignored. Even hated. And it's been that way ever since I was little. My blood's been nothing but a curse. If I ever started to forget, something would remind me of what I was and bring me crashing back down to earth. It was always the same. Time after time. I'd be shown a glimmer of hope, only to have it snatched away. I was never gonna be normal. That much was clear.
It's okay.
So my blood's been a curse, but it's also been a blessing. It's brought some wonderful people into my life, friends that I love. And for once, I think I'm okay. Happy even. And all that pain feels worth it. Even if I can't lead a normal life, there is one thing I can do. Return their kindness. And try to make the most of what I've been given.
There! It is time!
Whoa!
Pretty sappy, huh? Meant every word, though.
So, this is where you've been, Monarchy.
What's up?
There's something of great import I need to show you. And by that I mean all of you. Join me, would you? What did you all think of the River of Lights? For whatever reason, the ceremony has drawn a number of tourists to the Vale as of late. When I ask for their impressions, they often speak of how beautiful it was.
Thank you so much
Some
for
claim
sharing
they were
your
even
story.
moved to tears. It's an overwhelmingly positive reception, I'm happy to say. To stir the human soul is no small feat, and it pleases me to know that the River of Lights possesses such power. Alas, my hopes to parlay their emotional response into a deeper intellectual curiosity.
Thank you so much for
They
sharing
have yet
your
to be
story.
fulfilled. People are surrounded by cats, dogs, birds, and trees. They know that life is all around them, be it through the birth of a baby or the blooming of a flower. They bear constant witness to the blessed cycle of creation.
Thank
Yet
you
they've
so
no
much
interest
for
in the
sharing your
welfare
story.
of our planet. Forgive me for sharing my idle thoughts. Keeping them to myself is quite a challenge in my old
And
age.
she is confident that we have the strength to overcome it.
The fact that we stand here today, alive and well, having overcome our challenges, is proof of this.